Dignitatis Humanae, religious freedom. The Declaration on Religious Freedom. There has been horrific suppressions for thousands of years, such as racial suppression in our own country, causing civil rights movement. But the biggest source of suppression in history has been over religion. Religious suppression is what made Moses and his people flee from Egypt due to persecution. Most of the deaths from the Holocaust were focused on Jewish people, having thousands of people murdered due to what they believe in. And even present-day Christians are trying to flee places like Syria due to extreme suppression. The basis for why the USA has been so successful and why people have always sought to come to countries like the USA is mainly due to freedom, which includes religious freedom. Religious freedom should be a right for every man and is necessary for society to grow together in love. Religious freedom is the freedom of religious opinion and worship. Man should be able to act on their own judgment with responsible freedom, not driven by government. When Dignitatis Humanae was declared on December 7, 1965, it was in the midst of communism playing a huge role in the world, and communistic governments restricted religious liberties. Governments that violate the will of God are considered evil. Communities play a huge role in religion and are necessary along with the freedom. It is the government's job to not inhibit them, but rather protect them and allow them to prosper. The first people children learn from are the parents. That is why it would be the parents' job to educate them to respect others and have a moral code. This job of educating man is a huge task, and men must need to come to act with greater responsibility. Every man should be invited to the Christian faith without hindrance. Accepting the faith is the first step, but you must then profess it in your life. Religious freedom is necessary for this process to work in the world. The Church follows Christ's message in all things. Therefore, she supports religious freedom due to the dignity of man. The reason that religious freedom is so important and sacred is that Jesus endowed it with his blood. Freedom is necessary to achieve the Church's divine mission. With the publication of Dignitatis Humanae, there were many governments that used communism to lead their evil tasks and suppress people's rights. Most of these governments persecuted Christians and gave them no religious rights. The world has come a long way with giving religious liberty to the people. There are still many governments that suppress the right, and that is why it is important for the people in the religiously free world to speak up for those who cannot. If this happens, it can finally lead to world peace, and world peace will result from God lending his hand to all of us and showing us that religious peace is true and can be obtained.